was. The year was 2002, I believe. 2002, and I was getting deployed overseas, and I had got deployed to Korea first, South Korea. And when I landed, it was the last day of snow. So it was going into the summertime where it's like 100% humidity, and it's hot as hell, and it's unbearable. But for me, being a desert rat, I can handle that. But I heard that you could listen to music, which I hadn't listened to. I hadn't listened to music in 19 weeks because between basic training and AIT, there was no songs being played other than a Nelly album here and there. Welcome to Nellyville, where all newborns get a $500,000. All this stuff. It was that, and then it was Drowning Pool, I believe, or somebody. It was like, let the bodies hit the floor. Let the bodies hit the floor. You guys get it, right? So they're like brainwashing us with this music. And I landed, and the minute I bought a TV, I went to the PX. I got a star card. I bought a TV, and I went to my little barracks room, and I went to the channels, little AFN channels, and they had a music channel. And I was in heaven because I don't care about TV. I'm not watching Friends. I'm not watching Seinfeld. I'm not watching bullshit. I just want to hear music while I'm working out or while I'm trying to, talk to a little shorty. I was like that. So I heard this song by Daniel Bedingfield, and it's called "Get Through This." Got to get through this. And it was that song right there. He only has 2 singles in his whole life. If you don't know his story, he got in a car accident, I believe, like right after the 2 songs came out. He made them in his bedroom. And but shout out to Daniel Bedingfield because his sister ended up becoming like one of the biggest stars in the world, Natasha Bedingfield. And she did amazing. But nothing touches that first song of his that he made in his bedroom. And don't worry, Daniel, I'm doing my thing in my bedroom. Not right now. This is not a bedroom anymore. But initially when I first started, I was in the kitchen, then the bedroom, and now I got my own little place here, so I'm doing well. But shout out to you guys. Welcome back. Welcome back to Marantz Rantz. Plenty of good information, a little bit of motivation, whole lot of truth, no financial advice. That's where I get these songs from. That's where I listen. I live them, right? And I'm living in this world. I don't want people to be afraid. The elephant in the room and or what people are saying all over social media about the immigration checkpoints. If you guys are not familiar, ICE is working, okay? And immigration is out there, and they're pushing the envelope. They are looking for illegals. And then you'd ask yourself the question, how many people are criminals, they say. How many of these illegals are criminals? And then you go, all of them, because they came into the country illegally. Listen, I'm just letting you guys know that there's a checkpoint up the street from me, right? And right away, all my cousins, all my friends, everybody starts writing a message on Facebook and posting it and saying, there's a checkpoint, blah, blah, blah. And, please avoid, guys. This is ridiculous. This is crazy. I'm just like, what? I have nothing to be afraid of. Stop me 20 times. You want to say hello? I mean, what do you want to do? It's one of those things. It's like, do you have to remember the lies you've said? Or does it not matter because you only speak facts and truth? That's my whole life. All right? I learned this a long time ago. You ever been in some failed relationships? Players, Rico. You ever been in some failed relationships where you're out there like trying to remember all the shit you said? Well, what was I on this day, on that day? Man. Yeah, no. I was at that. I went to that bar once. Oh, yeah, I've been there before. And then your girl looks at you and goes, you said you worked late that day. You said you were working late doing inventory. And now all of a sudden, you've been to this bar. I've never been to this restaurant. You never brought me here. You'd be like, oh, shit. I forgot. Yeah. How about you guys just live the life you're supposed to live? How about you just handle what you're supposed to handle? Me, I diamond hand GameStop shares. I'm real simple, babe. It's eat, sleeping, and breathing in my soul. It's written in my arm right up here, babe. It's just here. It's just here. Nobody knows. I walk around town. I got my show. I got my sleeves down. Nobody knows. Nobody knows the trouble I've seen. Nobody knows my sorrows, babe. I'm here though. I'm telling you, I was out there, and I was watching the close, right? Watching markets go and see what they do, and then getting so many messages. Holy shit, guys. I don't know what it is about you guys. I get more messages than views, it feels like. But I was getting all these messages and comments and stuff. And if you guys don't know, earlier in the show, I had a great show this morning. I had it rolling. And then, for whatever, the YouTube algorithm went ahead and started lagging me out. And boom, 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 dropped frames, and I'm out of here. I didn't care. I just went and played League of Legends. That's it. But I'm here now. And I want to tell you guys something. During the first show, in this morning show, I called Ryan Cohen's his lawyer. Ryan Cohen has a lawyer named Ryan, and I called him. Okay, and I left a message with the secretary. You guys heard me, and I will tell you, he called me back. He called me back, and I clipped the phone call so you guys can hear it. And I posted in the Discord, and here's how it sounds. How you doing, Ryan? My name is Marantz, and I just have some questions, and I don't mean to step out of line if I am. I'm looking for the benefits of changing ownership of securities from an LLC to personal, to like your personal name. Like why anyone would do that or why you should do that.
I couldn't say.
No? Okay. Or for, like in this case, like he was with, I think Ryan Cohen Ventures or RCC Ventures. What would be the benefits? I'm just curious to do something personally.
I can't say really, to tell you the truth.
Okay. But I'm not speaking like about him in particularly. I'm like anyone. Like if anyone were to do that, what are the possibilities? Would it be like M&A? Would it be you're just changing holders? If it's a different placement for shares themselves, like direct register, DRS, and or not. Is there anything like that?
Just a different account, whether you hold shares directly or indirectly.
Okay. All right. Well, that's fair. There was more conversation we had off the record, he and I, but I clipped out the parts that I wanted for him. And, yeah, I tried to dig into there, but he wasn't giving up any info. He literally knew what I was about. I told him. I broke it all down. I said, listen, man, I have a YouTube channel. I interview professionals about securities and what you can do with them and what would be the benefits of certain angles here. And I'm just curious. And he goes, no, it's just changing names, changing venue. And had me thinking, man. Had me thinking about a bottle of water. Okay? And a lot of you guys know this about a bottle of water. Some of you don't. Hey, shout out to my pops over here. My pops is on TikTok out there in South Carolina. My brother Reek. What's up, Reek? What's up, Dad? I hope you guys are doing well. Love you guys, man. All right, so check this out. So if you guys don't know this about a bottle of water might cost you a quarter in a vending machine, literally. Might cost you pennies to the dollar if you drink it through tap. But if I buy it in an airplane, it's $7. If I buy it at a sporting event, it's $10. If I buy it in the desert, it's $3. It just depends where I'm at. And it also depends where that bottle of water's at. You see, everything and everyone has value. It's just dependent if you're getting the value from your environment, from the things you're surrounded by. You yourself are a bottle of water. Maybe those shares are a bottle of water. Who knows? But I'm telling you now, if you take yourself and you give yourself value and worth, you might be working at McDonald's and you might think you're only worth $20 an hour and or part-time or no management experience and you think this is all you've got. But I'm telling you, take yourself out of that environment and challenge yourself. Challenge yourself every day to wake up and do the right thing when no one's watching. And you'd be amazed what happens. But here's the truth about this bottle of water called GameStop. The value is infinite. Not in the circles of Wall Street, not in the circles of, I guess, business professionals and or short sellers who claim they don't need it. But how about I take these shares and I put them to myself and I put them away in this piggy bank on this side. Literally piggy bank. But I tell you guys, this moment in time, these last 4 years that you've been living in, you're going to remember when you bought GameStop for $10. You're going to remember when you bought GameStop for right now $28, not understanding that $28 today is $40 pre-split. $40 pre-split or post-split is $160 pre-split. You're literally in the $160 to $190 range right now based off of market caps. This company's infinite, guys, and Ryan Cohen is going to let you know that he's putting them in his name, right? I showed you. Every 5 years, you have 5 years to put shares in your name up to $275,000 worth. He just put the whole damn allotment in his own name. Just fine. I don't want to run around in circles on this because nothing's been official. We don't know what's going to happen. I already called the lawyer, Ryan. I already talked to him. You guys heard the phone call there. And I asked him, what are the benefits? He just said, hey, he just changed his name. That's it. Changed ownership of him. Okay, I'm going to leave it there. I'm not going to guess about what mergers and acquisitions are coming down the pipe. I did see what you guys saw. You guys put this for me out here in, Right here, I'll show it to you. This was in our Discord. This is going to be for Cappy Buddies. This is going to be a plushie business owned by GameStop. The owner name is GameStop. The new trademark out of Minnesota. The corporation is GameStop. And Cappy Buddies, it's just like CandyCon. It's just like an additional item they're selling in their store. You got to understand, when you own the companies, when you own these companies, these are private label companies, meaning margins go up. GameStop already increased margins from 16% Q4 in 2022. Listen, Wall Street. GameStop was 16% profit margin in 2022 Q4. Right now, they're at 30%. They're almost 100% increase on profit margin in 2 years. This should be noted. It should be taken into consideration. Everyone else wants to do it. Everyone else wants to take credit for the little things they do on the side, like these little incremental changes, but nobody wants to talk about it. You know, I was listening to Microsoft's earnings call, and the problem that I have with all of Wall Street, and I'll say it to you guys just so we're aware, 1/3 of all profits are from 7 companies in the whole world. Guys, let this sink in. The whole world's economy, the United States economy that runs the whole world, because we are the reserve currency, and yes, the US dollar, and everything circles around these 7 companies. And eventually these 7 companies became the human centipede, where they're, and I'm sorry to use this phrase, but they're eating ass and eating ass and eating ass, and they're all connected, ass to mouth. And I'm telling you guys, when they're done, they die. And I hope people are protected on the other side. I'm going to explain it to you this way. Okay, guys? And we can use real estate as an example. Somebody sent me a real estate thing about how real estate's going to go up and high real soon and all this stuff. And, you know, and I think it was Trove. Trove sent me this. But you know what? No, I'm going to tell you guys something about real estate. Use a different principle when it comes to real estate. Pretend you own 20 houses. What's their value? If you can't find renters, there's no value. You need to collect rent, okay? That's the whole thing here. You need to have this passive, you need to collect rent. Investors want to see profits. You need to find value for the real estate you hold. You can hold land all you want, and it can have intrinsic value, it can have appreciating value, it can have all the value in the world until you try to cash out on it. Now you got to find a buyer. So my point is, you better have rents. Collect some rent here. Do something. Why am I telling you this right now? I'm not talking about real estate. Hey, wake up. I'm not talking about real estate, guys. I'm talking about data centers. I'm talking about chips. I'm talking about NVIDIA. I'm talking about it all. ARM Holdings, you name it. Who's this next one? Supermicro Computers is coming through. Look at everybody. Do they have customers? Do they have rent? I'm asking you. Because I just saw Microsoft say they're going to tone it down on capital expense. NVIDIA's running out of shoppers, guys. And yeah, they're going to post their earnings in February, and they're going to make you think they look amazing. But at some point, someone's going to call this shit out for what it is. At some point, these 7 companies that are holding arms and locked in, and it's the good old boys club, and no one's allowed in. Oracle, Dell, everybody's a customer. Your customers need customers. And those things, in turn, better find value. Can I give you an example? I'm going to give you an example. I just saw this rating right now, and it upgraded from sell to neutral. Oh, tell me about it. From sell to neutral on Restoration Hardware, right? RH. And you guys get upgraded to neutral, and you would think, oh, the stock's going to go up. Yeah. You guys call it from sell to neutral, but it goes up. They sell furniture. Where is furniture made? Hello? Anybody tell me, is there furniture made in America? I need to know. Furniture is made overseas. Hey, jackasses, what's about to happen in 2 days? Tariffs, or the threat of. But if you start taxing furniture as it comes across on the ships and the containers, guess what happens? People start building it here. Guess what happens to Restoration Hardware? Because the largest markup of anything you own in your home is furniture. Yeah. You ever gone to a furniture store and negotiate? You can. Maybe you don't know that part. Go and negotiate. You negotiate for cars, negotiate for furniture. Hey, by the way, they're not filling up any homes with furniture. Rents are crashing right now. I had a report. I had a whole chart here. Rents were crashing this last month. They were coming down. You're better off renting than buying. I was like, okay, so we're getting back to normal? I'm getting excited. I think you guys should too. Earnings are announced this whole week, all throughout this next month in February. But after the earnings come out, here's what you're looking for. You're looking for 3 to 4% per company on earnings growth. And the growth at some point has to stop. At some point, you have to turn into IBM. At some point, you have to turn into a company that turns into value. You need to have a return on your investment. And if your investment is just CapEx, literally spending, how in the hell are you going to take that home? I can't take thank yous, hellos. Watch it. All start with H, right? Hugs, handshakes, and hellos. I can't take any of those to the bank. They can't pay shit. But you guys want to do this. Thank you so much for your agreement to buy all these chips. Thank you so much for helping me out with this. Yeah, we're all going to get bonuses. Hey, even high five start with H, and you still can't take that to the bank. But that's how these businesses are running right now. Everyone is spending money, burning cash with zero return. Zero return. Because they're all trying to stay relevant. And now DeepSeek, Alibaba, and the rest of the world out here, they all found a way to make money. They all found a way to do it better. And you know what? We don't need to spend that much power. We don't need to have that many data centers. We don't need to have that many chassis and chips. Nope. We can do it for less. There was a dude running DeepSeek on a laptop. On a laptop. You don't need no supercomputer. I don't need the Blackwell chips that are in high demand. The 5090s. Liars. I mean, when are these guys going to tell the truth about what's actually being wanted? You know, I saw an update from UPS. I touched on it this morning. The UPS update was that they're going to tone down over the next year and a half Amazon's relationship with them. Mind you, Amazon makes up about 25% of all the revenue. So revenues are coming down, but profits are going up. Profits are going to go up 15 to 25%, as they called it. Does that really mean something to the bottom line? We'll never know. Because the last I checked, the Teamsters are in UPS. The Teamsters negotiated a new contract to pay their drivers $53 an hour up to $58 an hour. UPS couldn't hire seasonal employees. They couldn't hire part-time employees. And now you're telling me you're cutting off Amazon. Amazon, it makes up of UPS and Amazon, that's 8% of Amazon's revenue. So Amazon's going to lose 8%. Remember what I told you? They need 3 to 4 every quarter. They're going to lose 8%. Where are they going to make that up? And why has it not touched the stock? Why didn't the stock come crashing down? Why did anything? Why? It should. UPS is running this company to the ground, but there's profit to be made. I'm talking about bonuses for the executives. Speaking of, do you know who the executives are? Do you guys know who's the actual CEO of UPS? Her name is Carol Toom. Carol Toom, let's go check her out real quick, just so that we're clear. Carol Toom is here. This young lady, Carol Toom, CEO of UPS, started out her business in commercial lending at United Bank of Denver, which has been bought out already. Johns Manville, right here, director of banking from 1998 to 1992. You know, guys, in 1998 and 1992, that just so happens to be the same time that Drexel Burnham Lambert and Apollo and Carlyle Group, Bain and Company, they all figured out, let's put our people on the board of directors to manipulate these companies. And what do? You either come out of bankruptcy, you go through bankruptcy, you do a merger and acquisition. Like, that's what you do. And guess what happened to Johns Manville, the company that she used to run? Right here. The company emerged from Chapter 11 in 1988. So sure enough, just so happens, that's when she was there. Gets to the next company, Riverwood International, whatever, this wood company, and they get bought out as well. That company gets bought out. And you'll see it here. I went through all their history. I had to make sure I was looking at the right thing. But absolutely a period of consolidation and packaging, whatever. They spent $250 million in acquisition as sales climbed, blah, 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 25% overseas. And the next thing you know, she's out of that company and they teamed up. Yeah, they teamed up because they were doing all the cardboard for Anheuser-Busch and JP Morgan Securities. All these guys took a position in it, right? Everything was good. Guys, this young lady was there, Carol Toom, the whole time. So Carol Toom's on the board of directors of Verizon. Huh. Verizon's an Atlanta company. Remember, this lady's from Atlanta. She's from Georgia, just so that we're clear. So if you don't know about Verizon, Verizon did a deal where they sold Yahoo to Apollo. Yeah. She's on board of directors there at Verizon to sell Yahoo to Apollo. I know. It's just a coinky-dink. It also is a coinky-dink that she went over and became the executive vice president and CFO of Home Depot in Atlanta. You know, the same Home Depot that's leveraged on current value, current ratio, like 1x, literally has more debt than actual assets. They actually have over $50 billion of corporate debt. You're the CFO that buried Home Depot in debt that they could never get out of. $50 billion of debt. Not more assets and liabilities, guys. Not shareholder equity at Home Depot is like slim to none. Slim to none. I guarantee you. Don't worry, I'll show you. I just won't say it. But you went from there, Carol, and miraculously you show up over here at UPS where you've been on the board of directors since 2003. And then now you took it over. And when you took it over, I want to know why they kept the person who's been with the company for 22 years, who actually ran them to the Teamsters. And now you get to take over and just rinse and repeat. Let's boil it down. Let's drop out our relationship with Amazon. Let's do that. Hey, for all intents and purposes, you know why? Because you don't have the manpower to sustain it. Do you know what they said? I was watching her interview, and she said, "We don't make money when we deal with Amazon. It's too they're a tough partner." No, they're a big partner, and your bitch ass can't afford it. That's the difference here, Carol. You can't afford it because you teamed up with the Teamsters, and you agreed to get manhandled and strong-armed for a deal for your employees. You can't make a profit. You're damn right you can't make a profit here in the U.S. because you have a partnership that can't handle the influx. You don't have enough dollars per man hour. So you're making money overseas. Of course, you're not paying them Teamster prices. Who allowed this to happen? Just destruction in your path. And they nominate this person to be the biggest, most successful female. And I do it with quotations because, woo! Carol, leather jackets. These guys in their leather, only Ryan Cohen can have a leather jacket. All the pearls in the world ain't going to hide this. Shit, girl. Whew. Not my CEO. No. I'm just curious how you want to survive as a company, whether you're Home Depot or you're UPS, and you've allowed the snakes in the door. Guys, do more homework when you get told something. It says, yo, are you Rico's twin? You should be asking him those questions. You should ask Rico if he's my twin, not if I'm his. I'm the older one. What the hell, man? Hi, guys. Yeah, I just want to tell you, you know what it is. It's Rico Knows. Your friends don't know, but Rico knows. That's where I'm at. And, I was gonna... Hey, yeah, my name is Rico Knows, and I got a song out here, all right? And just because, in the rule of sixes, you got to make 100K. You got to make six figures, and you got to be out here to get the girlies. My name is Rico Knows, and I got a song out here by Positive K. Maybe you know him. Get at me. My theme song right here, Rico Knows. Your friends don't know, but Rico knows. Get at it.
Yo, pause, they got them 3 joints right there, man.
Yeah, that is dumb. Something to get in with their fitting, go.
Yeah, I'm gonna do just that, man. Just that.
I'm not trying to hear that. All right, guys, shout out to Willie Bobo and Rico. They're in the crew. They're in the house right now. But let's get back to the stock. Let's get back to the trends. We're going to show you the market right now, and I'll show you everything. Don't worry. I got the songs queued up, Pops. I know you guys are asking for Sabrina Carpenter, but the only Carpenter I know is Jesus and you, Pops. That's the only Carpenter I play on my streams. Nobody else. All right, back to GameStop, guys. Coming in at $27.99 today. Traded over 11 million shares back and forth. As you guys know, I don't give out financial advice. Plenty of good information, a little bit of motivation, whole lot of truth, no financial advice. Welcome back to Marantz Rantz. GameStop looks great. Not only is the previous close 27.51, it's still creeping up towards 28. Right now in the after hours of the midnight market, 27.91. What a good stock. Now, guys, you see the Phineas and Ferb nose right here on the actual charts. It looks like a Dorito within a Dorito within a Dorito. But I got my bag of Doritos, and my trend line is still holding. Uh-oh. 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 Damn, that song just came out in my head right now, bro. Oh, my God. Honestly, what song is that? Uh-oh. What was that? Lumity, huh? Lumity. Oh, yeah, Lumity. There it is. Bros, this shit is banging. All right. Anyway, no, I get distracted like that. That's just who I am. I get distracted, but not by investments, not by other shares, not by other things. Nope, I just buy what's mine. That's it. 2000s classic, you know what it is. PSA using AI grade or something, so many 7s and 8s. Whoa. Endgame. Let's talk about it. Here's what happened. I went ahead and took my cards to GameStop. You guys know this. I took my cards to GameStop a while back. And if you guys don't know, in November, they had a backlog of 300,000 submissions, over 300,000 submissions to PSA. Let's just say half of that is GameStop at about $20 a piece. Now, here's why I say $20 a piece. There's memberships involved, there's a price involved, and who knows? Who knows what people are paying for shipping and or if they're not. But I've seen people out here sending out cards, and some stores are sending out hundreds a day. Even the store that I shop at says, but she goes, I asked her today, she goes, oh, there was a downtick. We're not doing so many right now because people are waiting for their cards to get returned. Cool. Have you bought any back? She goes, yes, we bought back some cards. Now, when they buy them back, they give you fair value, and they keep them on site. They keep them on site because omni-channel marketing tells you it's on the website. Once it's bought from the website, they get the text, boom, and then they get to ship it out to an address. That's how it works. So when you're buying cards, more than likely you're buying them from now the stores. This is a huge network working, guys. 2,600 stores, 2,900 stores, whatever it may be, and everybody has a card. So I had 3 cards graded. You guys know which ones. I had the Shohei Ohtani, number 17 of 99, die cut, 2024, Top Stadium Club. Right now, raw, I found, not the same one, but I found one similar. The middle card for about $55 raw. This one was the only one that's been graded by PSA so far. When I looked up the population, I could see it. And they refused to give me a value because people are finding them invaluable, like they're too valuable. So nobody knows. She goes, I don't know what it's worth. I go, I do. It's worth everything. I gave it to my daughter. It's a PSA 9 graded mint. And I went in and gave it to my daughter. So congratulations to her. She has it in her room, posted up in a frame, whatever. Me, the Brock Bowers card rocked my world. Guys, that Brock Bowers rookie card in the red parallel that I opened from the Donruss pack that only cost me around $5 a pack, I literally saw it on eBay today for $120. PSA 9. My PSA 9 graded, they were selling it for $76. GameStop agreed to give me $67. I said, let's do it, because I don't like the Raiders anyway. I went ahead and gave them the card. We traded it in. I took that money, and I'm good. I was going to buy my son a game. He didn't see anything he wanted. He's got a girlfriend. I gave him cash. I said, son, handle that cash. You're good. And that's how we did it. Now, the other card. You guys know that I have the Caitlin Clark, her first edition Bowman right here. Caitlin Clark, PSA. This is a 9. First edition Bowman, Caitlin Clark. I'm telling you now, this card will be given away on my next giveaway, and I'm pretty sure we're going to the Grand Canyon, okay? So there you go. I don't know what he wrote, JP. I'll fix JP in a minute. I saw him say something stupid. And the other card that I have, if you guys don't know, is I have that Venusaur. You guys saw me open up the pack here live on the chat. This card right here, it's come down in value. I think the PSA 10 was $230, and raw and graded it was going to be around $100, $90. GameStop offered me $50 for it. It's not that I wouldn't give it to them. I'll let them have it. But for $50, I'm just going to give it away to a kid or an adult, somebody who knows what it is on the next giveaway. I said, you know what? I'll just keep it, and I'm just going to give it to someone because, I give away things. So I bought it at GameStop. It's all here. So I'm happy to have it, and I'm going to keep buying more cards. By the way, they get their cards on the 7th. If you guys don't know, they're doing a rip and submit event at my local GameStop on that week. But that's when all the new 151s get out there. So for Pokemon. But GameStop grades cards. If you're collecting cards, you guys rip them open. You guys know I rip open so many. I have so many more cards to get graded, guys. I have a package that's going to have to go out real soon. It's of this NFC winning quarterback right here, Jaden Daniels. And how many rookie cards do we have of Jaden Daniels? 2, 3, 4. That's 4. 4, 5. Count them, CCP. 6. That was 6 of them, and then these are all the other commanders, those guys who went to the NFC Championship. So all those are going to Carter's Corner Pocket. I don't need them for me. The card I want to get graded is right here. It's going to be this, who's this guy? Lad McConkey, whatever, on the blue parallel that I opened. You guys saw me open it. It's of 89. It's 11 of 89, or 9 of 89, and it had a value of $100 raw. Just like this, $100. So we'll see what I get when it comes on. I'm shooting some dice like little Joe. Oh no, we don't know what all that's about, Pops. We don't gamble out here. No way he has Otani. Yeah, okay, good for you. You flapped. I don't know what that means. Is it a 9? Yeah, it's a 9. So what is this guy's talking about? Ranch, make me a sandwich, dog. That BLT. Oh, you just put him in mute. That's good. He's okay. Giving away graded cards, fired lucky kids. Yeah, we did that already. We gave away a Michael Jordan, 1991 Michael Jordan Upper Deck card. We gave away a Wemby rookie card, PSA 10. Gave away a Caitlin Clark additional rookie card, PSA 10. And I forget what else I've given away. But I just give away stuff. You guys know that. So we're working on that. While I was there, traded in some other stuff. So we'll see how it works on my giveaway at the Grand Canyon. We'll see how it works because I think I'm going to do a Raptor 8 again. And, oh, man, my GameStop had a chromatic. They had the chromatic. They did. So, yeah, they're busy. They're blown out. They're sold out. No cards. No anything. They had nothing. Absolutely nothing. So she's like, we got nothing, man. I'm like, it's January. So good. That's so good. I love that it's all gone. So we're there. Has Rico taken Willie to the Zumba class or bingo night? They definitely do that when they're in Georgia. They go to bingo night, and they actually do a trivia for music bingo night somewhere. I don't know where, but my dad and them won. But Rico got a new girl since the last time we talked, and Rico probably already did all those things with his new girl. You got to remember, Rico does rinse and repeat. So like, it'll be Disney World, Sea World. It'll be come to California and we'll go Disneyland and see where, I don't know. Rick has a whole rotation around the country about where he wants. We'll take him to Busch Gardens. We'll probably take him to Cheesecake Factory. Who knows? I don't get involved. You know me. I'm just here, guys. I'm here every damn night. But Rico's best friend, his last name is Myas. Mamyas. That's his last name. I'll tell you what his first name is later. Don't worry. If you guys know the joke. No. Okay, so let's go look at the charts and let's go figure it out. Reek. Too low-hanging fruit, bro. Low-hanging fruit. All right, guys, check it out. Right here, this is going to be GameStop right now, like I showed you on the chart, and I made the red box. We'll be there by next year. We'll be trading that red box, unless a catalyst happens right now at earnings in March. I'm waiting for announcements to happen, but we'll come out of this triangle real soon. On the monthly chart, we're still holding really true to the number itself. Next month will be the pivotal breaking point on the monthly chart. The weekly, not so much. On the daily, we're holding that trend line, guys. We're holding that trend line. We drew these lines weeks ago, but we're still holding up because we had, I just moved the red line right there. Did you see that? I just moved it. Who knows where it went? I don't know. Let's see let's see what the monthly tells me, because I just moved. Yeah, there it is. I moved it. My bad, bros. You guys know I'm very particular about my TA. These are logarithmic charts. There you go. Yeah, not linear charts. All right, so I have this whole idea that I want to talk to you guys about when it comes to the current markets and everything you want going on. I know Microsoft is going to break the whole world, right? Like, I tell you this because nobody's listening, and I try to beat it into your head so you guys listen enough. But can I show you this really quick? I can? Yeah? Cool. All right, so right here, guys, this is GameStop's website, but I want to go actually to my portfolio. Currently sitting on $26,350 on GameStop itself, individual security. They tell you to diversify whatever lunch money you have, whatever you can do. You don't have to. I'm 100% committed to GameStop in this account right here. So it's not the most money in the world, like some people will tell you. Leverage yourself and buy this and do that. But I want to talk about margin tonight. You know, I have a near and dear friend of mine who has a significant position in GameStop. I think he's holding around $60,000. Okay, and he feels good about it. And he decided to do margin. Okay, and when he turned on margin, he called me, and I said, "Turn it off. Turn it off." And you got to know a couple things about this market. One, you can't buy GameStop on margin. So what's the point of having it on, right? You can't buy GameStop on margin, but you can buy anything that's the collateral to it on margin. So if you guys are looking to make a run on something, if you guys are looking for this, and you turn on margin and it goes the opposite direction, I hope you have cash. I hope you have cash that you can put back into that market, because they're going to come for your GameStop shares. They're going to come for the things that you've been holding on forever. You have to be very careful when you're managing your risk. All of Wall Street trades off of margin. The whole damn banking sector trades off of margin. Banks print money with the idea that you're going to pay them back. That's how that works. But the profits you're looking for are going to be far and few coming up really soon. I know I'm a doom and gloom guy. I'm looking for crashing of the markets, aka corrections, and a big enough correction to make a difference on any sector. Well, guess what? A rumor, a printed article, one little app took $1 trillion off the tech sector in one day. What do you think is going to happen to these 7 companies, the Mag 7, and your index that you trade in, when the facts come out? The facts about Supermicro Computers. Supermicro Computers has to produce a 10K, their financials, by February 25. Guys, we're there. We're in February in 2 days. 1 day from now, we're in February. 36 hours from now, we're in February. These guys have to have a 10K filed. For those of you that are living under a rock or who don't know why we talk about Supermicro Computers, Supermicro Computers is the 3rd largest customer of NVIDIA. NVIDIA is the company that the whole world, 2 years ago when we were going to have a recession, 2 years ago when we unofficially had a recession. Just so that we're clear, a recession in the eyes of the Fed is when your S&P 500, your market, goes down 20%. When there's a retraction of 20% at any given window, we now declare the economy in a recession. We dropped 20%. They did not call a recession. The words used by Jerome Powell was, this is transitory. Inflation is transitory. This moment in time will come and pass, and we will get through it. Did it? No. Because I can show you how an election was lost and how an election was won. You guys got to remember, they're telling everyone this is the greatest economy in the history of the world. Everyone is sky high. We're up and to the right on all forms. Anybody wants some money, it's there for you. Go get it. It's in the market. Just go buy NVIDIA. Go buy Apple, go buy Microsoft, go buy Google, Amazon, Tesla, buy the Mag 7. But before I ever buy Microsoft, before I buy Apple, before I do any of that, you got to ask yourself how they're making their money. And they're only making money by investing into each other. It's the biggest facade you've ever seen. It's called round tripping. Have you seen your dog chase its tail? Because a dog that chases its tail will be dizzy. And I learned that. I learned that from the atomic dog. But I'm telling you guys, it's only going to take one catalyst, one moment. And right now, Supermicrocomputers, who had the largest gain in the S&P 500 over the last 2 years, the largest gain. Let that sink into you guys, because you guys know NVIDIA went up crazy. Carvana's gone crazy. Supermicrocomputers, crazier. And they took it all out. Their auditing firm, Ernst & Young, left them. Said, no way. The books are cooked, and we don't want to represent them. They don't want another Enron. So they left. Did they allow it to happen? Probably. To give you an example of what's happening at Supermicrocomputers, Supermicrocomputers is the company that builds the actual data centers for all of AI. All these guys who need data centers, right? And I'm not talking about the actual, I'm talking about the equipment for the data centers. No matter where they're located, you got to order their equipment because they're designed to host an NVIDIA chip, and that in turn pushes out all the computing. Right? I don't know if you guys have ever seen these big data centers at any business you own or I guess huge electrical anything. It's pretty sophisticated. There's some guy there, always on the phone, talking to another guy, telling him what to push and do, and that wire goes to this wire goes to that. They don't know what the hell they're doing. But there you go. Supermicrocomputers is doing this. And they're building all of these chassis, building everything in Taiwan. They left America. Everybody left America to go build in Taiwan. Well, you get the chips in Taiwan. Now you actually have the infrastructure, right? You have these materials. But who sells the nuts, the bolts, the chassis? Who sells it all? The companies that are owned by the brother of the parent company buying all the products. There's 3 brothers involved. 3 brothers involved. And they're buying from each other. Do you know where they're getting all the money from? Wall Street. Wall Street's pumping money into them via ARM, via, what is it, Core? I forget their name right now. But CoreWeave. How could I forget CoreWeave? You know, NVIDIA is this company that everybody knows. They make graphic chips. Like computer graphic chips. I didn't understand it during the pandemic. I was like going to Best Buy. I was going to GameStop. I was going everywhere looking for a new chip, graphic chip, like for my PC. I couldn't find any. They're like, oh man, there's a supply chain shortage issues. You can't get any. And COVID shut it all down. I was like, really? So I found this cheap ass chip. It was a 1440. I'll never forget it. PNY 1440 NVIDIA chip, GeForce. That shit barely fit on my motherboard. Got it in there. And I was like, yeah, I feel good now. I got something that works. I can run League. Anything can run League, by the way. Integrated graphic card can run League. But, the problem is they went from that to we're the rock stars of the world. And that CEO went from being worth a couple of $1 million to being a billionaire. He's now currently worth over $100 billion. Jensen Huang. He's the 10th richest man in the world. No one's talking about it. The 10th richest man in 1 year. How? Wall Street needed to build back up this economy from 2022 all the way to now. In 2022, when we had that 20%, we had that recession, we had that drawback. Apple was trading at 120. You don't remember those days? It's currently at 220, 240. It was trading at 120, guys. I was like, damn, that's a good buy. 124. We knew what was happening on this economy. But they pumped NVIDIA, all of Wall Street. Everybody stuck trillions of dollars. Where did that trillions of dollars come from? It came from you. It came from the Fed. Guys, they printed money for COVID, and this is like the hardest part for people to understand, that because everybody got stimulus checks and additional child tax credits and front loaded you all this money. You think that money went to the servers, the bartenders? No. Oh, because that's where you spent it. You spent it on buying things and putting it out in the world, right? To circulate. We got to get this economy going. We got to circulate. Yeah. A stimulus check is supposed to stimulate the economy. And what happens is the rich people at the top eventually get all of that money. It eventually settles all the way to the top. We may have given it to the whole bottom, but eventually gets to the top because that's how economics works. Because as this money filters through from business to business to business, and these guys start paying for things, it eventually gets to where? To utilities, housing, taxes. It eventually gets to these areas, and the people that control those endowments, those pension plans, that money is what's circulating in Wall Street. Your retirement funds, your Social Security, everything's in there. Everything's sitting in Wall Street right now. And you go, okay, so all this money's sitting in Wall Street. What are they going to do with it now? They have a plan. They had a plan this whole time. No one's willing to take defeat. COVID should have knocked you off your ass. COVID should have left you in the dark, in the dungeon. It should have been the Dust Bowl. It should have been everything you wanted it to be. It should have been hell on earth, guys. People should have starved. They should have died. It should have happened because that's what they wanted to happen. You shut down the world for a day. Hell, shut down your job for a day. What do you think happens? You lose millions. Shut down the world for a year. We're essential. You're essential what? You kept people alive in hospitals. You get people fed. Yeah, we're all essential. Well, guess what? They were still racking up a bill. Somebody has to pay for it. Nobody has yet. I know a commercial real estate, guys, because, I know somebody who works commercial real estate. And she tells me, my wife, she tells me, she goes, hon, there's bills out here that haven't been paid for 4 to 5 years. And we have to collect on them. I'm like, babe, what do you do? She goes, I got to tell them. They haven't paid since COVID. They haven't done this. They haven't done that. I was like, how much is it? She tells me the totals, and I'm blown away. I'm like, are you kidding? She's like, no, babe. She's like, they're buried. They can't afford it. So when I think about, like, around town, I think about all these companies going bankrupt. And I was like, that one's gone. They're shutting down shit. Strip malls, there's empty buildings. Go to the mall, it's all empty. Everybody's shutting down. She's like, yeah, babe, toda moda's gone. Cardenas is closing down. And I'm just like, oh, shit. 99-cent store, gone. Bed Bath & Beyond, gone. Tuesday Morning, gone. All right? Like, you guys seen it? Bed Bath & gone. Closing Kohl's, gone. Shit's just shutting down. And then there's always somebody ready to jump right in it to borrow more money and do some more bullshit. That's terrible. One share a day keeps the doctor away. Absolutely right. So Supermicrocomputers is going to get deep in the cheeks about round tripping. Yes. For the lack of a better term, it is absolutely going to get caught this month. So out to collect the bills. There you go. No, so this month you'll hear Supermicrocomputers come up and tell you that they can't fulfill the contracts with NVIDIA. They don't have the cash. They're actually trying to get the cash right now. They're trying to raise it. I reported on that like a month ago. And they're looking for it on Wall Street. Who's going to loan them $1? Nobody. So you want money, right? I'm CoreWeave. And I have all these chips. I'm a privately owned company. All the hedge funds are pumping money into me because I'm the number one customer of NVIDIA. And I, in turn, am pumping money into Supermicrocomputers, into ARM, who's in turn pumping money right back into NVIDIA. Wild, right? So everybody has found a way to do this damn money jerk. And as they're doing this circle money, and they're doing it, right? They're just circling finances. you're going to find out that those chips that they use as collateral are not valuable. Because I have a damn company like DeepSeek, I have another company like Alibaba. They're doing AI with older chips and for less. So now your new chips, they're not as valuable. Microsoft jumps out. Microsoft says, I'm not going to buy any more chips. I'm not even going to set up the data centers. You know what's going to happen? Now you have all these chips that these guys claim are on back order. The demand isn't there. You just lost rent, right? Remember I told you just lost a renter. You don't have somebody to replace Microsoft. That's the biggest company in the world. $3 trillion. So how in the hell are you going to tell me, unless you're doing mark-to-market accounting, which is what they do, they front load the number. Okay. So when I'm an auditor for any company, and I go through and I see they have NVIDIA chips that nobody is buying at the price you paid for them, I'm going to write it off on goodwill, and you're going to take a depreciation on your balance sheet. You're going to have to show net losses and overspending on CapEx. And the only way you can keep up and make sense of your job is to spend more money to tell your shareholders and or your board of directors or anyone else in it, say, you know what, I'm not wrong. I'm going to spend just as much in AI. We're going to make a profit one day. One day we're going to make a profit. Could you imagine? I can't even begin to tell you how many people spend money on reckless things, on, I guess, making your own album, promoting it, producing it, selling it out the trunk, and it never gets off. Right? And I'm just thinking about music in a sense, but could you imagine spending all this money into something that doesn't produce a profit? My return on investment, my first year on YouTube, I'll never forget this. I had a guy who used to talk a lot of shit to me, and I never let it go. Like I eat it in my head. And he came up to me and he goes, hey, bro, how much you make off YouTube? And I was like, about $5 an hour. You make $5 an hour? I said, yeah. He goes, okay. And how much you make each video? And I go, about $10. He goes, oh, okay. So how much time do you spend studying? And I go, every hour I can, every day I'm alive. He goes, so you make like $5 an hour? He said it like that about YouTube my first year. And I said, yeah. But it's something I love to do, so I don't care. My business plan for this channel for myself was to do what I love, and I'll be happy. And not overcomplicate things. You know what that's done for me? All that time I put in, all that energy, all the information I've been able to put in, the return on my investment is tenfold. Return on my investment is tenfold. I have a college education. I have better than a damn master's degree in economics and understanding macro trends and understanding markets and business and how to do it. I'm 10 times better at my job personally, and I'm a better investor, and it's worth every penny that I never got. I never had to take it from somebody. I didn't have to swindle people. I didn't have to offer them Discord access for $500. I didn't have to do any of that. I didn't have to offer you a meme coin or buy these shirts. None of this bullshit, bros. Buy my t-shirt and hats? No. And that's the difference. The difference is that if you guys saw these businesses that were willing to make incremental changes and learn the trends and understand the customer like I do with you. I understand my viewer. I understand what we're doing. And this is why I call lawyers. This is why I talk to business professionals and I do interviews with the elite in the business, right? I do Bill Pulte. I'm the one who did Martin Scarelli. I'm the one who actually goes out and says, I'm going to take a chance. GameStop does the same thing. GameStop runs their business with incremental changes, with hard work, dedication, selfless service to this nation. They study it. They understand business trend. They understand what the customers are looking for. They got together and they developed PSA and they figured this out. And whether it's too big or not, they made it work. And it paid off for them. And it's paying off for them. And it's going to pay off for them. There's a return on that investment. There's a return on this investment on this channel. There is no return on AI. No return at all. Absolute garbage-ass investments. And I know people are going to come crashing down on me about NFTs in the marketplace. But even that, like I told you, there are, good managers, bad managers. Then there's you. You can learn from both. You get to learn what to do, and you get to learn what not to do. That's life. Figure it out. That was the NFT marketplace. We figured out what not to do, what to do. Look what we're doing now, babe. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. All day. I swear to you guys, when I say it like that, I go, uh-oh. It's in my head. I have to. That's just what the damn stock does. I try to tell you it every single time. That was Lumity, never going to leave you. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. That's what we're saying to this stock right now. Trading below the 50-day moving average. It's bouncing up above it. That's that green line there. Hit its head on it once. Going to try to hit it again. If it can break past that line, then we can hold it, and it'll be our support. As of right now, we're in between that 50 and that 200-day moving average, but I have a triangle here, and we're up on the bottom side of it. We're going to go ahead and touch the top. We're going to try to get through it. I hope. This is the daily chart. On the weekly chart, still holding the trend, same thing, touching down and looking good. Now, there's some other stocks I pay attention to. You guys know that I'm going to go to my list tonight, and we're going to talk about them on my must-buy list. I had Fox News Corp. If you're not familiar, I said Fox was a buy. I made a video. We talked about it. I said this is a really good value down here. And it was down when it was at $28 a share. It was at 28. It crossed over here you go. The 50-day crossed over the 200, and it's ripping, roaring, and running. That's what it's doing, all the way up to $48 a share. I called this, God, I feel like I should have bought it then. But it's okay, because I don't get distracted. I don't feel like I should have. That's just if I was one of those, I don't know, Kathy Woods types ladies. You know, if I actually ran my own ARC fund, then maybe I would be right there with my shareholders saying, well, I've got a good buy here. This is good value. Not now. Not now, but at 24, I knew it was great. I'd be up 100%. I just want to tell you, if you were there for the show, then you know exactly when I said it. Some other things out here to look at. Peloton coming back down to earth when it touched $11. I told everybody to buy it at 4, still be up 100%. What do I know? Just everything. Next one is a grocery store by the name of Costco. Yeah, it looks a little high to me. Looks a little high to me, but I'm a little, hey, were you there? How many of you were there when I bought it like at 480 in March of 2023? Yeah, I bought it at 480. I bought 20,000. I showed it in the chat. People left the channel when I did that. They said, "What are you doing?" No, it was just part of the extra money I get. I get a discount when I buy it at the time. But yeah, I'm not buying it now. But I'm just saying. I mean, I get it. I get rewarded. Whatever. I don't know. Yeah, 980 is not bad. It touched 1,000 something. I don't know. Just here, guys. CRVS. I've been talking about this since it was $1. It's at $5 now. I talk about this stock since it's $1. It's at $5 now. Were you there live on the stream that one day when I came into the chat? And I don't know who was here back then. It was right here. These guys were telling you to buy it. You guys don't remember? PPC's and the crew telling you to buy that damn company. Here's Macy's. I told you this is trash. Told you don't buy it. I saw a pump all the way up here to 30-something bucks, and that was a while back. That was years ago, but let's see over here. I saw a different pump over here. I'll show it to you. Right here. This pump to 33 and some change? No, that's still not it. Where the hell is my pump? Right here. This is a pump I saw. So it was at $10. Hello. Went all the way up right here to $20. 100%. Everybody. Oh, my God. Based off of rumors that they were going to sell. Guess what they didn't do? They didn't sell. And they're down right now. So it's going to have a hard time getting over that 50-day moving average. It's getting pushed down. It should come down even further. The unfortunate part here, guys, is it's extreme value at this price. Extreme value. I want to say the book value on this stock is $14, almost $15. You're getting cash for cash, but you should because it's a terribly run company. Terrible. Has a lot of assets, but it's terrible. Terrible. Like Charles Barkley. It's terrible. Wayfair. I won't touch it. Wayfair has a negative book value. Negative book of, I believe, $22. $22. Negative book. Swear to you. DDS. No, I'm not buying it. And I don't believe it. And I know people always, look at the price. It's not about the price per share. There's only 15 million shares. It's not even about the price. I'm not buying it. Market cap is nothing. These are all the companies that GameStop had to beat to get into the S&P 500. Guess what? GameStop's beat them all. GameStop's already above the gap. Doesn't matter what the gap does. They're only a $6 billion company. What was their market cap? Hold on. Oh, $9 billion. I apologize. BJ's not going to beat GameStop. They're actually at $13 billion now. Not bad, BJ's. Still not GameStop. Penske Automotive coming in, and they're at $11 billion. Mind you, the requirement to get into the S&P 500 was raised last month. It went from $18 billion to $20 billion. Now we need to be $20 billion. So that means we're going to go to 18. That's what that means. We're going to be right there. These guys gapped up and went nowhere. Bath and Body Works, they have a negative $8 per share on market cap. Negative $8 per share on shareholder equity. They operate with more debt than assets. They have more liabilities than assets. They're terrible, okay? Don't let them fool you. 5 and below, garbage. You know why I say they're terrible too, guys? I'm just going to tell you. It's not because Martin Scarelli said, these are a good company. No, it has nothing to do with that. This is what happens here with this company, okay? It's the stock price is going to go up, which is fine. It can go up, it can go down. It doesn't matter. This is an established company. This company has been around since I was in my 20s, if not my teens. Bath and Body Works. They've been around forever, actually. But when I mean, they're like cucumber melon. I couldn't go a day without cucumber melon lotion and body spray. That was my shit. Still is. If you had some, I'd want it. But I tell you, that company is not like they were just born today. They're not doing a transition, a pivot. They didn't change out the whole team and they didn't do what GameStop's doing. They're just leveraged on debt. They took out more debt to stay alive. That store, and I would tell you, you go to the mall, that has to be the only store I ever see full of product and some people, but I just got tons of shit. Tons of shit. It's like they overspend. I got to really look at, they're negative. They're always going to be negative. They're just terrible. Burlington is the challenger. Burlington is the one that I'm fighting right now. Burlington Coat Factory, here they are, buying up all the burnt out assets. They are the ones making all the money from all the bankruptcies you see. When Bed Bath & Beyond went bankrupt, Burlington Coat Factory bought over 40 of their buildings for $12 million. $0 basically. To buy all that square footage. I think the Bed Bath & Beyond's average was 20,000 square feet per building, if I'm not mistaken, something close to that. But if you're going to do 20,000 square feet, if you're going to do just about 10,000 square feet, a big house, if you're going to do 10,000 square feet and you bought 40 of them, you're sitting on, what is that, 40 times 10, it's going to be 4 million? Is that right? Or 400,000? 400,000 square feet? It's got to be more. They probably did a million square feet. But they paid $12 million for it. So they paid nothing. They paid $20 a square foot. Literally nothing. I just saw a deal that Blackstone did, or was it KKR, one of them, and they're paying like $150 a square foot for retail space. Guys, I'm telling you now, the commercial real estate is going to go to the ground. I'm nervous for my wife every day she goes to work. And I tell her that. I say, Mama, come back. Come home. I don't know. We'll make it, babe. We'll do something. Restoration Hardware, the one I'm talking about, got an upgrade today. They're up $11 a share. When I say an upgrade, they were down at a sell, and now they're neutral. And they get $11 a share. GameStop already got an upgrade, but it's not one that people want to promote. Tell me why GameStop's not a buy. Tell me why they're not a buy, and I'll just shut up. I'll just say like I don't know anything about investing. Literally, GameStop has more assets and liabilities. They have zero debt. They make a profit. They have zero cash burn. They have more cash in the bank than they could ever spend in the next 10 years. They'll stay alive for 40 quarters before they use all that cash. They can't. They can't burn through the cash because they have no cash burn. GameStop is a profitable company with $5 billion. How is it not labeled a buy? Oh, because of PE ratios. Remind me of that in 2 months. Remember my name in 2 months, guys. Remember me. Because that PE ratio bullshit is going to go, it's going to be with the birds. It's going to be with those guys over there. Do you know Wall Street projects GameStop's only going to have 8 cents a share profit? 8 cents a share? How's that possible? 10 cents a share? How's that? $44 million? You think that's all they're going to make? They made $60 million quarter four last year. 60. What the hell do you think they're doing this year? They already make 50 off of interest. And now they have PSA, and now they have 2 Pokemon releases, and they have a better retail footprint this year for more profit than they've ever had. And they're not rebuying inventory. There's no guys, guys, I guarantee it. I guarantee $5 billion worth of shareholder equity. I guarantee they're going to have $300, $400 million cash hit the bottom line. You're going to see their cash go up 300, 400 million. Not only profit, I'm talking about cash. It's going to rock your world. It really is. And they've done it before. For those of you guys that I know I'm still looking at Restoration Hardware, no, man, watch this shit. I swear to you guys, it gets me so excited. Oh, my God. Where is it? It's GameStop. What's the website that I look at? I look at not Macro Trends. I used to use Macro Trends, but now I look at it was Stock Analysis. That's which one it is. Stock and guys, spell. Oh my God, what just happened? Oh my God. My God. My light just broke. My light that I use for my streaming just broke. Is that a sign? Is that a sign? Oh my God. Huh. Hold on. What? My light broke. I've had that light for 4 years. What the hell do I do now? Oh, no. Rap group I've ever heard, so overrated. New York hip hop is overrated. When the number one song of the whole 2000s was a Cassie, It's Me and You Now. That's the number one song out of New York. Get out of here. Maybe it was Lumity. Who knows? I don't know. Anyway, I want to show you guys something. Oh, man. I be pumping out stats on GameStop like crazy. But let's go see this. What was I talking about? I lost complete train of thought. But I'll find it. I'll find my train of thought right now. Financials. Oh, yeah, cash flow. Oh, that's what I was talking about. Cash money. Quarterly. Check this out. There's like a net income, right, for the quarterly. You see it right here? Net income. Cool. But I want to show you something different. I want to go, let's make this smaller so I can get everything in one. And I know you can still see it, right? Perfect. So this is GameStop making money quarter four. They actually made $63 million, right? Like I told you, we're going to make more than that this quarter. You can throw a lot on there. We'll be fine. So, but here's the thing. I want to show you operating cash flow, okay? Operating cash flow was negative $109 million in quarter one. But we have 68, 24 in the positive. That means we're making money, okay? We're making cash. Now, that comes with a nice little price tag over here of 19.1 in quarter three last year. So we're doing better than last year, right? But do you see this big ass number over here, guys? Do you see it? 338. Quarter four of 2023. Now, I've been studying this damn quarter because in that quarter where we had $338 million of cash flow, the previous one we had $177 million. No one's going to tell you this. I remember being here on the stream with you, and I'd be like, yo, we actually make money. And people are out there like, no, they don't. I said, yes, they do. And we argued about that for a minute, right? So you're at 338. But that was in 2023, right? 2023. We're now in 2025-ish, quarter four 2024, right? So we skipped a year basically. Quarter four of 2024, we didn't have it. But quarter four of 2023, we had it. So 2022, I want to know, 2022, right here, quarter four, did we have it? We didn't. But how about 2021? I'm just curious about 2021. So the way it looks to me is we're 1 year on, 1 year off. 1 year on, 1 year off. We were on in 21, we're off in 22. We were on in 23, we were off right here. We were off in 24. But we weren't off by much. We weren't off by much. For them to be off, this previous amount of 100, where was it right here? 110 million. We're 100 million better. So 100 million better, I'm just curious, than the 338. What do you think this quarter is going to be? When I tell you guys it's going to be $400 million cash because it's cyclical, it's on that cycle, and the cycle is this. The cycle is rents, leases, closing of stores, opening new ones, inventory, transferring through it, circulating through the inventory. You guys have to know the number that's coming your way. We're at $4.6 billion worth of cash right now. I'm looking for 5. I'm looking for 5 coming out of quarter four on cash. I feel the liquidation of stores, the liquidation of inventories, and not refurbishing that amount, they're selling off it all, guys. I've seen it all. We're still on Pro Week right now. We're still at Pro Week right now. Shop your heart out. I don't care. I'm not here just for this quarter and this announcement and then see what happens. Nah, man, this is just another quarter four. I've been through 4 of them, and I'm going to do more. I tell you these numbers and I show you these charts because you guys should be studying it just as much as me. And left no survivors. There you go. Well, I'm back now. Yeah, Wu-Tang's terrible, bros. They don't have one song you know. There's not one song. Cream, Cash moves everything around me. I don't even know what it's called. But the only cream I know is cream of wheat. And that shit was amazing when I was growing up. Better than oatmeal. Anyway. All right, guys. I think it's time to take the wife out. Yo, what's up? Hey, that's my people. And my little man, how's Romeo? How's Romeo? Yes. Is that it's got to be my niece who's talking to me right there. She says, Theo, it's me. It's got to be Alize. Alize, what's up, babe? We love you. Allie, we love you. And I miss you. Okay? Cool. All right. My niece right there. Killing it. Yes, I knew. Don't worry. Grandpa's watching the show too, Allie. Okay? Watching the show. And so is your Uncle Rico. And he can't throw a football. But I got to get going, Mommy. I got to take you out to dinner, okay? I love you. Thank you for everything. Thank you for watching the show. Man, I love my family, bro. Those guys come around. If you guys don't know the show, if you guys don't know the channel, we give out a lot of good information, a little bit of motivation, whole lot of truth, no financial advice. It is Marantz Rantz. It's so nice you want to say it twice. I'm going to get at you guys. You know where to find me. YouTube, I don't know, TikTok, Facebook, MySpace. I'm still there. I'll get at you, millionaires. I'll be live tomorrow. Maybe not tomorrow. Maybe tomorrow. Who knows? It all depends on when I want to wake up, right? Get at me, kids. We're killing it. We're killing it. And I love this show. Peace.
Welcome to Marantz Rantz. Welcome to Marantz Rantz, no advice on finance. Spin the wheel and take a chance. Get an NFT and a little education. The system got undertow, that knowledge is flotation. You wanna learn? Well, you came to right place. You pumping AMC, might get slapped in the face. Get your due diligence, know who the villain is. Don't be a sheep when the shepherd's carnivorous. So come learn, laugh, and maybe you win big. And listen up, y'all, the wheel is not rigged. Everybody get a chance in the live chat. Kyoto spin wheel, you win just like that. Retail fight back and this retail winning. Y'all just wait, man, this is just the beginning. All fellow simians, GME group singing the truth. We just chillin', infinity pool swimming. So welcome to Marantz Rantz. A lot of knowledge but no advice on finance. Don't even need pants, you can tune in naked like Kenny the Mayo Man. Internet's most hated. Don't wanna lose your money, then it's time for you to listen. If you're ignorant, invest in AMC, a superstition. The stream about ready, they told us to don't dance. I do what I want. Welcome to Marantz Rantz. 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 Welcome to Marantz Rantz.